Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Royce. I am your runner. Welcome back to another live stream. And today, sorry, I have to pull up my intro here.
He's organized this time.
I'm organized this time. Today, I am back with Ross Demidio from RDD Airsoft Works to talk about a very special event that he took about 4 months to design. Probably going on 5 months now.
3 months going on 4.
3 going on 4 months.
And I had a lot of help with this.
All right. So, Ross, say hi to the peoples.
What's up, guys? Good to see y'all again.
All right. Also, coming up next on my channel, just to keep you guys updated, loadout videos. I will be doing a video of my whole loadout, what I got. The first half of it's just going to be what I got. The second half is going to be kind of like why I got it. Might not even do that. I might just do a whole loadout video and what I got. But then after that, I'm also going to do other gear reviews of specifically the plate carrier that I have and the plate carrier setup that I have, as well as the belt setup. And turn your volume down. As well as the belt setup that I have, and then the boots that I bought. 3 very important things to any loadout. I don't really care about the BDUs. That just you guys go, you get whatever feels comfortable for you on those. Also, tomorrow, for those of you local to Colorado, I will be playing at GoAirheads Airsoft Field tomorrow with RDD Airsoft Works, as well as Big Red Airsoft, and then a few of our friends as well, some people that you've seen on the podcast. And then next week, I will be playing at Homefront Leatherback 3. Next week. So if you guys are playing Homefront, it's a Titan Milsim event down in Elbert, Colorado. Come out and join us and see what's going on. Make sure you guys sign up on their website. No, I don't have links in the description below. I apologize. Wasn't really prepared for that one. And last but not least, I love it when you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and like and comment on my videos. But the most important thing that I want everybody to do for this channel and for every channel that you are subscribed to or that you consistently watch on YouTube is please share the video. If you're like, commenting, and subscribing, that is wonderful. But literally, the YouTube algorithm freaks out in a way that you can't even imagine when you guys share the videos. And that is literally the best way that you guys can help support and grow this channel is by sharing it on all of your social media platforms that you guys are on. So if you would do that for me, that would be absolutely amazing and wonderful, and I really, really do appreciate all of the support. And without any further ado, let's get into tonight's topic, and that is the GoAirheads Airsoft Zombie Event that is happening October 25th. That was planned out by this guy. So, forgot one thing, and I didn't even put it in my notes.
Ooh, what'd you forget?
As always, guys, we will be doing Q&A at the end.
Hey!
So Q&A, the last 15 to 20. I usually say 10 to 15 minutes, but it's usually the last 15 to 20 minutes. We will be doing Q&A at the end. So hopefully you guys stick around for that. And if you guys have any questions, this guy, he's a tech here. He's a really, really good tech. So if you guys want to hear, hey, I'm having this problem with my replica, maybe he can tell you here if you explain it well enough. Maybe he can say, hey, send it to me. If you guys have any gear questions or anything like that, let us know. Save all those questions towards the end. And outside of that, let's get into tonight's topic.
Tonight's topic is going to be fun.
All right, so we're 3 going on 4 months into the making. And so first of all, what gave you the idea for this event?
Okay. So like the idea behind how it's going to run or just the idea to do this?
No, just well, I guess both. I guess it's a 2-part question. So what gave you the idea for just the event in general? And then what kind of popped into your head to make you go, okay, I want it to work this way? So first question, what gave you the idea for the event?
So the idea of doing a zombie game is actually Josh of GoAirheads. He and I were talking one night. We were talking after the games, and he started kind of putting the idea out there of wanting to do a zombie game wanting to do a zombie game this year, and this was back early summer. And he asked me if I'd help him out with it. Had any ideas? Just that's basically what started it. And then developing the game. The game itself went through a number of iterations before I actually pitched a proposal to Josh on how we'd run this.
Sorry, this microphone cord is being unruly.
I mean, I don't care if you're listening. They're listening.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, sorry. The idea itself actually went through a number of iterations. See, advantages of being a machinist as a day job. Sometimes you are working and doing a ton of things and focused. Other times you're staring at a machine, just watching it do its thing, and that gives you a lot of time to think. Mm-hmm. The last few months have been days like that. Many hours of the day to think. It's fantastic. Right. So, the ultimate idea, the way this game's going to run, which what we're mainly talking about tonight, guys, is what to actually expect in this game, what we're doing, what you guys as humans are going to be doing, what you can expect out of your opponents, and just some of the crazy things that we're going to go into. But I lost a train of thought here.
What gave you the idea to design the game mechanically the way that you have designed the game?
Honestly, in the end, video games. So I don't play a lot of video games, but the concept of taking a video game and turning it into airsoft has been around for a long time. A lot of fields try to do stuff. You guys want a perfect example? Balahack, anything. Yeah. Enough said.
Yeah.
Go, Chris.
Anything that Balahack Airsoft does. Swamp Sniper, for those of you who don't know, anything that Swamp Sniper puts together in his field is exactly what. And he changed the game. I will say this: there aren't too many airsoft YouTubers that change how people think of airsoft. Mm-hmm. He did it.
Yes, he did.
He legitimately. People were like, "Wait, zombie events?" And now everybody wants to do effing zombie events or post-apocalyptic events or open world events. Everybody wants to do them because before people were like, "Well, how the hell are you going to do that in an airsoft game?" And he pulled it off.
Yeah,
and showed everybody this is how you do it in an airsoft game.
Which ours is not the same, by the way.
Actually, his for those of you who don't know, because we talked about Swamp Sniper. One of the things that I tell people who ask, and it doesn't get asked very often, and it's one of the things that I did starting a YouTube channel. One of the hugely important things that you can do is pick like 3 YouTubers, obviously in whatever you're doing. For me, it's airsoft, so I picked 3 airsoft YouTubers that I really, really enjoyed what they did, and I looked at one thing that each of those 3 channels did exceptionally well, and Swamp Sniper was in my top 3. Mm-hmm. So
I've had the privilege of attending a few of the Revelations events and the Fertile Crescent events. I've been Fertile 1, 2, and 3. I got to go to those. I had to fly out for Fertile 3. Before that, I was still living in the area. And I went to a number of the Revelations events before that, so I've had the privilege of getting to play those events. They are cool as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are they fun? Yeah.
Did you hear about that Santa Claus dude that like made Santa Claus at like Santa's workshop, and he hung all the Christmas lights and like skeletons, and they would go and recruit people and make them Santa's little helpers?
I didn't see that, but we had Rev 7. We did have a guy running around. We had the Yoda Killer running around. We had High Noon, which was me, and we had Santa Claus running around. And then obviously we had Jet.
Yeah.
Jet came out for that one, which was fun.
That's cool.
That poor guy. Oh my god, that event. Those both Swamp Sniper and Jet the Desert Fox. I felt so bad for them because everybody and their uncle wanted to shoot them. Yeah. So
I heard about that. I actually saw it when they posted it on their channels. Cool. So,
I felt so bad for them. Anyway.
Enough about Balahack. Let's get into your event. Okay.
Well, thank you.
As we already have stated, it is a zombie event. And what's your goal here? What are you looking to give to players?
So what we're going to try to do with this event, what we're trying to do is give the most... I don't want to say video game experience. That's kind of what it drives down to. What we want to do is try to give the most immersive zombie experience that we can. A mix of running and gunning, fighting for your life, problem solving, strategy, and if I get my way, a little bit of genuine fear and apprehension. Like we want to immerse you completely. So when you walk on the field, you're feeling what you're seeing, if that makes sense.
This is a night game.
Yep,
as well.
It will be at dusk going. It will start at dusk and go into night. Yes. It's the idea. I'm hoping it'll be on the game when the first players walk out on the field. The sun has just gone down and it's just in that mid stage of it's too dark to see my BBs, but I can still see everything.
Yeah, that's are tracer units allowed in this?
Absolutely.
Okay, I was gonna say
absolutely.
No, it's just something I didn't ask. So
tracers will be allowed, of course.
No. Okay, so
anyway.
And there is an entire storyline for this game and how it's set up. If you guys want to see that, please go to the GoAirheads Airsoft Field page on Facebook.
It's also in CAP, and it is also on the website
Colorado Airsoft Players. If you are
Yes.
not a Colorado player, you probably won't be admitted to that page because that's for us. That's for us local guys. So we know what's going on in our local area for Airsoft.
And then there's also the website, which after this video, guys, if you do go to register, goairheads.com is where you can go to register to play this event. It is a
Friday night.
Yep, it is a Friday night, so October 25th. Doors open at 4 p.m. For chrono and chrono and everything has to occur before the game. Briefing is at 5:45. Game on is at 6, and it'll run till 11 o'clock or midnight, something around there. It's kind of we'll see how the game is going. So we have some freedom to be able to extend a game if we would like. Anyway,
all right. What are your replica limitations for this? Because we do have replica limitations.
So do we want to
need to cover those?
Yes. So let me ask you this: do we want to do human mechanics, design mechanics, special rules, or do you want to start with those rules? You just want to start like that? Okay.
I'll ask you questions because I have an idea. Because again, I got an idea of what's going on. I am participating.
Yes, you get to shoot him if you register for this event.
I will be participating as one of the zombies guys. So, and we do have designated zombies.
Yes, we'll get into that a little bit later here.
Be a little later, but I will be one of the designated zombies. So, no. All right, replica rules.
Okay, so
How are we
this game
restricting people on their replicas.
So this game is a pistols and shotguns only game. So anything that's a handgun, pistols, any shotguns, tri-shots. I know someone's going to ask, yes, you can use the AA-12. It's totally fine. No full auto, but you can use it. Pistols with full auto capability are allowed as long as you can select fire into semi. Full auto will not be allowed during this game. And it's as we go into more how this game is going to run, guys, that rule is going to make a lot more sense.
Yeah, there are reasons for it. It's one, we're talking night game. Two,
you did not miss the show, Terror. We're still here.
No, you are still here. Why did we go down for a minute? I didn't see us. I've been watching.
Can I collect parts to build a special zombie killing gun? I mean, you can build whatever you want,
but
as long as it falls into the field, as long as it falls into the restrictions for the weapons. So
yeah, as long as it falls into the restrictions, like if I might not even restrict somebody if they brought out a lever action.
No, it's single action.
A shell ejecting lever action.
I mean, it's single action. Oh no, they do. I had to work on one. It was not fun.
No, I would imagine
it was not fun at all.
No, I
would never do that again.
No, I've looked at those things before, and I'm just like, I'm good.
So anyway,
I don't know if you get one of those gas ones and you actually just mod it up for like an HPA setup or just tap it.
So
because a lot of them do come in gas.
Yep.
They're shell ejecting. So anyway, let's.
Why don't we do?
So we do have. So we are doing pistol shotties only, and one of the things, guys, that we really want to make sure that we're being kind to the zombies because the zombies are going out there to get shot specifically
for multiple hours.
Especially as the rules, you guys will not be aware of this, but zombies will have evolutions.
Well, now they know.
Well, now they know. No, zombies will.
Which they were going to be told anyway,
but the players are not going to know the specifics.
Jumping around. Let's get into that as we go through so it makes sense. Put it in context.
What I'm saying is that the reason we don't want semi-automatic fire is because the zombies will evolve throughout the night. And so zombies might go down differently throughout the course of the night.
Yes.
So that's why we're doing pistol shotting.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Yeah, we want to be... Don't speak directly into the mic. I'm keeping it off of center. You need to keep it off of center. All right.
Foreshadowing.
All right, so rules for the humans. What is going to be the objective for the human players? Now that what did they... Actually, rewind. Back up. I didn't say that. What will the human players be expected to bring to this event? What do they need to prepare themselves for? It's a longer event, so we need probably water.
So again, well, not necessarily, because they'll have access to staging and stuff. It's not like a Milsim where you're going to be out there for 6 hours straight. No. You'll have plenty of opportunities to come back into staging. Let's see here. So again, I feel like context will make more sense going in order. Kind of explain how the event's going to run.
Order is. I'm asking.
I explained this to you before the live stream, Mr. Oh, I'm listening, huh?
I was also trying to catch audio levels too.
How the humans play, what to expect from zombies, special rules, and what to bring to prep for this event.
What to bring to prep for this event. That's where we're at right now.
Yes, that's not going to make sense right now.
That is.
Okay. All right, guys, bear with us.
No,
He's got a different agenda.
No, they have to sit here for the whole thing to understand. So
Hey, Mom says your microphone's way too quiet. Hi, Mom. Apparently, Mom's watching.
My mic is quiet?
Apparently, your mic is quiet.
Or
Or Mom's volume is turned down again. Just kidding. All right. So, what you guys should bring? We'll start at that. And he's going. Man, we are really, really bad at maintaining our track here. Our train of thought. All right. Here's how it's going to go down. So what you guys are going to want to bring, obviously it's pistol shotguns event. You guys are going to want to come out in the field prepped to run those styles of weapons. So extra magazines.
all right,
for
let me know if
pistols.
the microphone issue is fixed. I was trying to fix some of that before the show. I guess I rolled mine down too much.
Anyway, you're going to want to build your loadouts. You're going to want to build your set to complement whatever weapon you're using. You know, you're allowed to use as many different weapons as you'd like. You can bring as many shotguns, pistols, whatever you want on the field. Gas, electric, and pump action, as long as it's a pistol or a shotgun. So yeah, AEP is totally fine too. You guys are going to want to prep to be able to carry enough ammo, I guess would be the best way to put it. So either extra magazines or ways of carrying BBs and speed loaders on you. You can carry multiple guns in the field if you want, as many magazines as you want, as much ammo as you want to carry. But bearing in mind that you obviously have some limitations with this, you're restricted. What is this? 30 round shell.
Mm-hmm.
Try shot. So you got 10 shots per shell. You guys are going to want to set up like that. Also remember too, it is going to be end of October, a little bit colder. So if you guys are running green gas stuff, understand what your green gas gun is capable of in those colder temperatures. I know Josh will have inventory on the red and black gases. They're supposed to be better in cold weather.
Here's what you
understand what your gun needs in those temperatures.
Here's what you would want to do is if you guys have the ability to keep a green gas bottle somewhat warm room temperature, maybe in some sort of a heating pad you could bring. So don't heat it up too much, but keep it warm. Your green gas will function if you can warm it up a little bit, because if we do, again, we're going to be October and we're going to be going into nights. There's a good chance we'd start dropping into the 30 degree.
I don't think it'd be that cold. 50s, 40s.
It depends.
So
you haven't lived here as long as I have.
Fair enough.
I've seen Octobers that are as warm as 70, and I've seen Octobers that are as cold as negative like 10.
If it's that cold, vent's probably off.
No, screw you.
Anyway, what are the comments saying here? Mac 11, totally fine.
No comments rating.
Nah. All right. I'm going to hijack the show here. So here's how this event's going to go down.
No, what do we need? Come on. Did you tell them what they need to prepare for the event?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Safety 101. Do as I say, not as I do.
That's cool.
Anyway.
I wasn't going to...
All right. Here's how this is going to go down so that everything that we've said actually makes sense.
Well, one thing that people look at this and they go... And I know people are just like, oh my God, he just dry fired his buddy. And he tells people... This is a controlled environment here, and I need to highly stress that point. So if you guys ever hear me dry firing anything on these shows, this is an intensely controlled environment. Nothing that I will ever pull out on this show is loaded or anything of that nature. These are my buddies. Again, we're not in a staging area where it's against the rules or a violation of anything where other people are around, or an accident could happen to where it's going to be, oh my God, terrible. So nobody freak out if you ever see me dry fire one of my buddies. Again, everything trust me, I checked this thing when I picked it up. It's not loaded. Doesn't even have a shell in it. You know how I know? Because all my shells are in the upstairs in my gun bag. So for people who are like, oh my God, you're teaching people poor safety. No, I'm not. I know that
people are laughing at you for leaving the show so much.
Yes, it happens. Away. It's my show. I don't give a damn.
All right. Let's make this all actually make sense. Context. So
they know what they need to bring.
For the most part, yes.
All right. Where are we going?
All right. Let's talk about what to expect in this game, how this game is actually going to run, what you guys are doing as you're playing. So basically, here's how this game's going to go down. You guys show up after briefing. You guys are going to be allowed to assign yourselves fire teams. Inside staging, you guys are going to build fire teams of 5 to 8 players. Once you've done that, you're going to go to the entrance of Field 1, where you're going to meet Dr. Monika Varishnikov and her 2 scientist compadres.
Drum mags are a no.
Facts.
Terror.
I saw it.
Okay, drum mags are a no.
We'll get into the special rules towards the end.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically, you guys, after briefing, you guys are going to build fire teams of 5 to 8 players, and then you're going to go and talk to one of our role players, Dr. Monika Varishnikov, or one of the other scientists. They will all be at the entrance of Field 1. Once you're assigned a mission of one of about a couple, I think about 40 or 50 missions, at least.
No, that's good, though.
Anyway,
you got a bunch of like side questing stuff in this too, which I really dig. That's really cool.
You guys are going to be assigned a mission. Once you're given that mission, you'll be set free off into the field to go and complete your mission and, of course, deal with zombies. So here's where things get interesting. Each fire team that gets sent out is going to be assigned a totally different mission. Now, you guys, your ultimate goal is to help the science team develop a vaccine to stop the spread of this infection. Later in the night, your goal is then to extract a life. So, in this first bit, as I said, you guys each will be assigned your own independent mission. Get out there. Yeah, I just brain farted. So, anyway, build fire teams, get a mission, deploy, fight zombies.
How many people are going to be allowed in fire teams?
Fire teams are 5 to 8 players. Each time you come back to staging, each time you complete a mission and you come back, the humans as a whole will earn points, and your goal is to generate enough points for the vaccine to be created. Now, completing a mission obviously earns the most points. Failing a mission or partially completing it reduces less points, but you still get partial credit for getting things done. And there's a huge variety of different missions: rescues, seek and destroy, collection missions. Some of these missions will actually have an effect on the field, like a visible, tangible effect. And completing it will genuinely help everybody on the human team. Fire teams are working together to complete their independent missions, but every fire team is out there for the same reason. You guys are all, as humans, you are all one force. Each fire team is doing something different to complete an overall goal for the entirety of the human faction. I guess we'll call them factions: zombie faction, human faction. So I know this question's going to come up. What happens if I get tagged? What happens if I get tagged by a zombie and I die? Well, if you get tagged, you're eliminated from your fire team and you're eliminated from that mission. You come back to staging. At that point, you have 2 options. You can either wait it out if you want to stay with your fire team, wait till they return, then you'll go and redeploy with a new mission. Or if you're alone, you're a lone wolf, or it's you and your buddy, it's just the 2 of you, you can go and join another fire team and then redeploy. The key thing is each time your fire team goes out, you're going to get a new mission. So the variety of things you guys are going to get to do throughout this entire event is just massive. It's extensive. As I said, we have 40 different types of missions. We have variations on those missions, and a lot of them can be recycled. So there's going to be quite a bit of variety of what you guys get to do here.
Yeah, so you guys may or may not. It would be rare, especially if we get the amount of players that we're hoping for. 100-player event?
100-player cap for the humans, yep.
100-player cap for the humans, but it would be rare to see somebody repeat the mission.
Mile High Max, I will get into that in a little bit. I did see your question. It's sort of true, yes. We'll discuss it. So that's the gist of what you guys...
Ben Bettis is in there. My show, I don't give a damn. Hell yeah.
So that's the gist of what you guys are going to be doing. Now, let's see here. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's something missing. We should have written this down. We should have scripted this live stream.
I don't know. You brought your computer, but it's upstairs now.
Anyway, so does that make sense, though, guys? Anyway, so as you guys play, let's see here. Let me correct the mind fart. I've rehearsed this 100 times.
That's how it always happens. Uh-huh. So essentially, so what's going to happen, guys, is the goal here is for the humans to go out and collect enough and complete enough objectives that you can complete the vaccine for the zombie infection that is spreading. Players are not going to be turning into zombies. So it's not like if you get tagged, you're like, oh, I have to be a zombie now and get... No. Nope. And there's not going to be, as far as I know, any player-on-player engagements.
There will be no player-on-player engagements to this event. I'll tell you guys that outright now. There will be no force-on-force, BB-on-BB. You guys are strictly fighting against zombies.
Yes. And
quite a few of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We seem to possibly maybe be adding more to our numbers.
It seems to grow every day.
We actually have several people that are like, no, we want to be zombies. Because we've invited some people to the event. And they're like, no, humans sound really cool. Can I be a zombie? And we're just like, holy crap. Like, if it keeps growing, we're going to have to start telling people, no more zombies.
I'm almost ready to just cap it off and be like, we've got plenty, because we've got a lot. Like,
yeah.
It's up there.
Like, people keep wanting to be zombies because the zombies are going to be really fun. And I think a lot of us as airsoft players want to go out and screw with the other airsoft players. We want to give a very, very survival horror feel to this. So if you guys have played like the Resident Evil games, we want to give something like that to you guys, because we want you guys to know you're just playing a game. But at the same time, if somebody pees their pants, I think we as zombies will feel very accomplished.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time. So
kind of going back, actually, someone kind of asked something relevant to what we were just discussing. Basically, yes, once the game kicks off at 6 p.m., once that first squad deploys, from that point on, it is just nonstop squads. As soon as they get up to that entrance to Field 1, Field 2 and Field 3 will be in play for the night. The whole field is in play, but the entrances from staging will be blocked. Players will not be allowed to access the field anywhere other than the Field 1 entrance, and that is the same place you come off as well.
The reason for that is to try and provide an immersive experience.
And safety as well.
So for those of you who, and first partial safety as well. But for those of you who will be playing or who are watching and are interested in this event, zombies and humans do not share the same staging area. For a very specific reason, is you don't need to come out of the staging area and see that zombie that just totally ate you and your friends and be like, oh dude, that was totally cool, high five. And then
you'll get to do that after the game.
Yeah, we'll totally get to do that after the game. But during the game itself, we want you guys to feel immersed in a survival horror video game as much as we can possibly pull it off.
That's the goal here. Yep.
And the zombies are not getting a live stream like you guys are. The zombies are getting a very private meeting at some point. I don't know when. And the zombies, like, we're gonna go through like how, like, that's gonna be a whole. The zombies are going to happen. You guys are going to know there's zombies. You guys don't need to know the fuck the zombies are doing.
Actually, this kind of perfectly segues in. Let's talk a little bit about the zombies, because those developing the zombies and how they're going to interact with you guys is what has taken the most time to figure out. That's honestly why this event was announced so late, was making sure, A, that we had enough zombies to properly pull this off, and B, making sure that our rule set is going to work. We've done a lot of testing in the past few months to make sure that what we have on paper and what sounds good on paper actually works. And in all of our testing, it has. That's actually some of the rules that we're going to go into later on. You guys are going to look at me with your heads cocked like, what? Why? There's reasons. Anyway, zombies. Royce has alluded to this quite a few times, so I'm going to talk about them a little bit. The zombies are developed, as I said, this is, when I say a video game, the zombies are developed very much like a video game's enemy is. So here's what you guys need to know about the zombies up front. You shoot a zombie. When conditions are meant to kill them, they'll drop to the ground. Red flashing band will come on. Indicates they're dead.
Oh, so we are going to use the
LED. We are going to use the red LED bands to indicate that we are down, so that players know. And it's very important
I was
to
just
know
going to
that
hit the
because
deck.
of how
I was
some of
just
the
going to hit
mechanics
the
work.
deck.
Anyway, so they will have red bands, and they'll be flashing when they go down, when those conditions are met. The zombies, as Royce has alluded, have their own leveling system, and how that leveling system works is not known to the human players. All right, you guys are told flat out they are going to change as the night goes on. As you guys encounter, what you guys see when you first walk out on the field is going to be totally different from what you're experiencing maybe an hour into the game.
Now, players will be given the opportunity in gameplay
multiple opportunities
to learn how the zombies are changing.
Let's hold off on that one.
No. But I'm just letting them.
Right.
I'm not gonna go in.
No, you can go into it. We're gonna go into it.
You're such a freaking control freak.
I'm sorry.
But he's excited about this event, guys.
I'm very excited.
He put a lot of time and effort and energy into this, and he actually brought me into it when we went out for Chernobyl. So, yeah.
Anyway, so yes, the zombies, they are going to change. And as, again, Royce just alluded to, there's going to be multiple ways for you guys to understand this. So think about a video game here. Let's actually talk about a video game. I'm going to use the best one I can think of. The one I know we all know off the top of our heads is any of the Call of Duty Zombies games. We've all played those games before. We all know how that works. You start off level
Resident
1.
Evil. I think, and I've never played Resident Evil, but that's just one of the most recent survival horror games that has come out because, well, Resident Evil probably pertains to this a little bit more than...
Do you think? At least in the way it's played.
At least in the way that it's played.
I've never played it, so I've only seen
videos
of it.
I've seen some stuff, but I mean, you can do, COD Zombies in there a little bit too, but it's a freaking zombie game. Every zombie game is going to have something that's similar. Like
that's what I was using for. That's where I was using for this this analogy because the concepts are the same. So when you start, DayZ is actually, I think, the best way to describe, to define how this game is going to be played. But everyone's played Call of Duty Zombies of some kind or that variation, and when you start off, it's super easy. And as you play, things with your opponent changes. But the game doesn't flat out tell you to level 2, hey, you're going to have runners now. Level 3, you have runners. Oh, by the way, there's also tanks that take more hits. You've learned about that by reading forums, by talking to your friends who have played the game, or by getting yourself killed. Same. Guilty.
Yeah, all of a sudden you enter Zombies level 10 and you're just like, the hell just happened?
No uniform requirements. Someone asked that. There are no uniform requirements.
Q&A at the end. Ross is ADD. He wants to be cued in on the chat the whole time.
I'm just going to shut off the video before I keep
order.
There we go.
But no, you guys can totally ask questions, but if we don't answer your questions right now, we'll get to them at the end. Otherwise, and the problem is, especially with anybody that I bring into this show, a lot of times the answers we have are not short answers. They're very long answers. And that is why I say the last 15 to 20, hell, I'll even go 30 minutes at the end that we will answer your questions on. Because if we start answering questions halfway through the show, there's a good chance it'll knock us off track so effing hard. So it's not...
You and I have the attention span of gerbils, as we've proven tonight.
Generally, yes. Okay, so the zombies will be advancing throughout the night, and we will be providing more and more of a challenge for players as the night goes on.
Correct. And it's the zombies may not necessarily get harder to face, but how you engage them may change.
Well, I mean, I don't know, dude. When you start giving us those fucking barbed wire spiked bats that we can hit players with.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
I know, I forgot about those.
He's kidding. He is kidding.
I can just see somebody going, wait, what?
How do I unregister? Anyway, so yes, your opponent that you're facing, the zombies, this is why the zombies are dedicated zombies through the night. So the zombies have been in on this for, I think the last zombie we brought in on this was a month ago. So the zombies are actually being trained in how to play this role. I think it'd be the best way to put it.
Ross and I have already run scenarios here at the house to
quite a few,
really understand and identify how the zombies are going to work as the night progresses. We're literally in my driveway, and people were probably like, "What the hell is wrong with you guys?" Yeah. So no, we are actually working on it. We are
testing.
Yeah, we are actually working on it. We're making sure that we provide the players with the best experience possible.
Anyway, so continuing on with that,
you got 10 minutes before I start Q&A.
Really? We've been talking that long? We need to pick this up. All right. So, as Royce alluded to, ways to find out about the zombies. So
8 minutes. Sorry.
Your opponent will change through the night as you play, as you partake in this game. We are going to provide you guys with a number of ways to learn about those zombies aside from your own intuition. That is your that is your primary way of understanding your opponent, is observing as you interact with zombies, as you shoot at them, as you engage them, seeing how things change. Each time the zombies experience a level change, we're going to drop a red intel card. That intel card is going to flat out tell you, this is the current rule set for the zombies. This is when that expires, if it expires. It'll have in-depth details to confirm any suspicions you may have. And that'll drop each time the zombies level up.
One thing I feel is important to mention.
Sure.
With those zombie drops, because it's something we have talked about, and anybody who watches this live stream can know. As the zombies change throughout the night, we're not going to take away the old cards. So if the zombies are doing some crazy stuff and you find a red card and no human faction has cared about finding red cards. We'll call them the red cards. And you happen to find an old red card and you go, well, wait, the zombies aren't doing this. That's on you.
In addition,
if you
may
want,
not have known this, Royce, those cards will also have timestamps on them telling you when when the information is no longer viable. No, they will because because
get hardcore, scrub.
Nope. Put foot down on this one. They will have timestamps saying if that information, some of the cards, the information on them is valid all night, but some of the cards, the information on them may no longer be valid, say in an hour from when it was dropped. So we will tell you guys that information will be on the card telling you when it's no longer valid. Simply put, we don't want to provide false information. There's part of the dynamic of this game is going to cause some degree of confusion. There's no way around it, and I don't want to induce confusion.
I would tell people exactly what I just told them for game brief. We're going to drop red cards for the zombies as they advance. We are not going to take away. Now,
I'm not retyping the red cards. They're done.
No, but when you put them in their envelopes, I'll go out and buy envelopes. You put 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 47 or however much you want to do.
Right.
And literally, so if people go, well, wait, this number 3 card is not accurate to what's happening right now, maybe there's a number 4 or a number 5 card. But I would tell people flat out, like,
they're time stamped. I'm not changing the cards.
Wait, then, all right, I need to actually talk to you about this because
we can talk about it. We'll talk about it. But
okay.
No. If information no longer becomes invalid, they're going to know.
All right. Special rules, guys.
We're also going to hold on because you keep cutting me off here.
You have 7 minutes.
Green cards, lore cards.
These are into special rules. Okay. Ooh,
so,
lore cards. Yes.
In addition to,
by the way, you're welcome. Lore cards were my idea.
This is his genius.
I pushed for this one hard. I pushed for lore cards as hard as I could, and Ross was like, all right, we'll do it.
And it's going to be awesome. I actually really liked it.
Well, your lore cards, you guys to be able to this isn't, we're not trying to make an airsoft mill sim or an airsoft event. We're just trying to give an airsoft experience. And that's why I was like, Ross, dude, with everything you're planning, man, lore cards. And Ross is like, well, I'm like, no, dude, lore cards. So
lore cards, as he keeps referring to these, what the lore cards do is they contain information that is valuable to... They could be considered as hint cards or as perks. So the lore cards are dropped all around the field before the game starts, and in some of the side missions, you guys will run into NPCs out in the field as well. As you run into them, they may give you a little side quest that will result in a lore card as an award. Lore cards contain information that is not needed to complete the game. If not a single lore card is found, it changes nothing. But finding those lore cards, they contain information that is going to make your lives infinitely easier in this game. Example. So I won't go into detail as to what this is, but there will be these things out in the field known as shelters or safe zones. They are not what you think, but they are imperative. Not imperative, but they are incredibly helpful. They will be explained in one of the lore cards. You're going to want to find that lore card and get that information spread around to other players because it's going to help you. In addition to this, in the staging area, there's going to be a board. I need to actually get it to Josh, but we're going to have a board in there as well, a peg board. So when you find these cards, these intel cards, board, the lore cards, I've got one in the bed of my truck. I just need to drop it off at Airheads.
Oh, okay.
As you guys learn things, as you guys find things out, you find these cards. We're going to have a place in staging that everyone can see that you can stick these to. Once you pick up a lore card, it's yours. If you die, you hold on to it. You don't drop it. And you bring it back to staging and you put it up on this info board for other players to see. And that's communication,
because you're all
guys,
a human
is key.
element. Yeah, you might be there with your 4 or 5 or 8 buddies, or I guess your 7 buddies, because, you might be there with it, but you're all a human faction. You're all fighting against the zombies. So you want to take these cards back. You want to give these, give other players the information, because this is what's really going to help you guys. So 2 minutes. No, wait.
So you guys are definitely going to want to communicate with each other.
5 minutes.
Communicate between fire teams. Communicate to each other. Get this information up, because again, it's information. The more you all know as a whole, the more effective you guys can be out in the field against us. It's just like any video game you play. Once you figure out how things work, it becomes a lot easier to play it. And there is, I want to disclose, I want to kind of level any fears here. So even though the rules themselves for the zombies are not immediately known as far as how they move, how they interact, how many hits it takes to knock one down, we have no BS, crazy, in-depth things to understand. Like, it's not, you will never find yourself in a situation where you have to double tap a zombie in the head twice and then in the shoulder once to kill him. You hit him in the body, it's a hit. So
well,
we don't have any like crazy
discouraging,
stuff.
Zombies will not call headshots.
Thank you for bringing that up.
And
yes, headshots will not count.
No, we're going to be up close and personal with you guys. Obviously, all of us zombies will be wearing the proper headgear, but to discourage players from shooting us in the head all effing night, body shots, guys.
Yes.
Bodies, legs,
Yes,
extremities. You shoot me in the head 20 times, well, that zombie gonna be a little pissed.
And to clarify, it is anywhere in the body is a hit, but for zombies, a headshot is their discretion. If you guys are constantly pounding a zombie in the head, they may not count it, and they're allowed to do that. Anywhere else in the body, they're required to call it.
Because we want
to discourage people from getting lit up in the face all night. Now, if that's all you can see, and if they got a zombie sticking his head in the window, it's on him.
That's understandable. But if I'm in the open and I'm like running at you guys or zombieing or whatever the hell, crab walking, I might do, I don't know. I might do my creepy, like from the Lord of the Rings, like Gollum walk, you know. So I might do that, but like, don't shoot zombies in the heads, guys. Seriously, because although I've been shot in the head a lot, the more shots that iPro and FacePro take,
the more it weakens
them.
Mm-hmm.
We do not want to have a zombie whose iPro has just had so many shots. And that's also why we're sticking with pistols and shotties for this. Mm-hmm. Because pistols and shotguns tend to have... This is a... it still has the sticker on it from the factory. This is a 1-joule shotgun.
Mm-hmm. All right, actually... Special rules, like you said. So
right,
things you guys need to know.
So Ross, you're on the clock.
I'm just going to pound through this right quick. So pistol shotguns only, standard rifleman limits. So 1.43 joules and under. If it's legal at Airheads during a day game, you're legal for the night game. Let's see here. So flashlights. Someone did ask about this, so I'm going to cover this now. Flashlights are not permitted for engaging zombies. Now, you can use a flashlight in the field to scan. You can use a flashlight to read stuff, to look at objectives. But engaging a zombie, putting a flashlight on a zombie while you're shooting is not allowed. And the reason for that, as we said, we did a lot of testing. In every single scenario we ran, the second we added a flashlight into the situation, it became virtually impossible for the zombie to engage the human. And to put in perspective, guys, one of the tests we did, we had one guy with a semi-auto rifle standing in the middle of field 2, and we hit him from 4 different angles. None of us could tag him. He got 5 shots off on all of us. None of us could get close enough. You don't really understand until you like
that
try
at Chernobyl.
Yes.
At the zombie events at Chernobyl.
As soon as you hit him with a light, that was that.
Red lights.
So any light is fine as long as they just cannot be used in a combat situation.
Red light. Okay, so
the lights cannot be used for combat.
That's going to be
lasers, night vision, tracers, all that stuff. Go nuts, guys. So flashlights are the stipulation.
Yeah, flashlights.
And that is the reason why. It's going to be almost impossible for us as zombies to engage you guys.
Look at the last comment. Ben Bettis.
Gerbil over here. All right, let's see here. Other important stuff.
No drum mags.
Yeah, so high cap magazines, drum magazines, stuff, ultra high capacity magazines not allowed. Pretty much the cap, it's not explicitly stated, but the magazine cap is 50 rounds.
If you guys do bring an
shots.
AA-12, you cannot use the AA-12 with the drum magazine.
Yep, it's got to be the standard mag.
You can use the AA-12 with the standard mag, and you under no circumstances go full auto with that.
Yep.
I will break character and lose my crap on a guy if I get full autoed. I promise you. You don't want that because we will be working with the field. Us zombies will be working with the field, the refs, the admins. You full auto. If it's an accident and you go, oh crap, dude, I'm so sorry. That's fine. I'll go down. If you're being an a-hole and you're just full autoing all night, I promise you I will walk you off the field myself. I have no issues with that.
And actually, that does remind me too. So pretty much every marshal that works at Airheads is playing as a zombie at this event, and none of them will be out there in ref uniform. They'll all be out there as zombies. So the game guys will actually we're actually gonna have more marshals on the field for this game than I think has ever been out on the field before. Every one of the marshals is on that night, or that'll be there that night, is playing as a zombie, but will also maintain their field ref authority. So
so keep that in mind. You guys will be shooting actively.
You guys get to shoot the refs.
Field marshal. You'll get to shoot the refs, but at the same time, you're also shooting at the refs, which means if you're violating game rules, if you are in violation of game rules, you're going to know about it real quick and in a hurry. Respect the rules. We are really trying to make sure, because there's always one.
Yep.
There's always one. We will kick at least 1 to 5. I say 1 to 5 because if he brings friends that decide to leave with him, we will kick some people off at the zombie event. I guarantee it.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping optimistic.
No. You know what?
I'm going to be optimistic and say everybody comes out are awesome
Hope
people.
for an A, but plan for a B.
Fair. I'm going to be optimistic and say everybody who comes out is just going to be awesome and have a great time. That's how it's going to be.
Anything else?
Well, you keep taking my train of thought away, so you're very good at that. Anyway, all right. So covered flashlights, rifle rules, what the restrictions are. With that, guys, it is pistol shotguns only. GoAirheads is offering 10% off for everybody who registers for the event on anything related to this event in the shop. Magazines, gas, CO2, guns. If it's related to this event and you bought your ticket, you've got 10% off on all that stuff. That's a very bring that up. Yes.
Yeah. So 10% off. We'll shout that out at the end.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Do it again. Let's see here.
And
dive into Q&A, and if when I try and my train of thought comes back, because there's other important stuff here. Grenades. So as far as I will drink that after the event. Thank you.
Why?
Grenades are allowed.
You don't drink on my show. Everybody else drinks on my show.
I don't believe EG67s are going to be allowed just because they're normally not for night games due to neighbors. But grenades, so regular BB emitting grenades are allowed, as well as M203s with a shower shell. 40 mics and master mics are not, for obvious reasons. They're basically full auto guns. But you guys can use those M203s. Let's see here. What else am I missing?
All right, so I have a question as part of the Q&A. Guys, we are going into Q&A right now. I will kick off the Q&A. The one thing I wanted to ask, will we add in, probably should ask you this in private, but I'm going to ask you this now. Are squads, groups, allowed to help other groups?
It's not prohibited. And in a way, squads are going to be helping each other anyway. What we don't want to see is everybody mass up as one unit out there, because that'll kind of kill the immersion of how the game is supposed to be played.
We, as zombies,
we can't stop them.
We have rules as zombies to knock that shit off.
Which, again,
that is
stuff like that.
That is a contingency plan.
Yes.
If just actually, all of a sudden, all like 100 players decide that, we're just all one group. We do have a contingency rule set as zombies, so know that. Mm-hmm. If you guys as players decide to we're just gonna hack the game, we're just gonna break the game, no, we got you, boo.
Basically, a role player is gonna run into your group and go, zombies are way too attracted to the amount of noise over here, and now they're in rage mode. Oh God.
Yeah.
And it's so things
and
like
rage,
that he's talking about. Role players will openly tell you, hey, this is about to go down. Mm-hmm. Again, we have no intention.
By the way, we have role players too. We actually have people who are signing up for role players. So that's my thing. Okay, let's get in.
You start with your Q&A.
No, we're on Q&A right now. Keep in mind, dude, they have about a 2-minute delay before they get to us.
Right. So, like Royce was saying, there, so crazy things like that. So we have no intentions of throwing something at you guys that's unfair. We already said yes.
Mac 11 is a yes.
Mac 11's fine. It's a gas gun. It's low capacity. It is
on semi-auto only.
Yep, and it doesn't have a stock on it.
Okay, so Mac 11's a go.
Yep. Let's see here.
King size 52. Royce, shut the fuck up. Let the mans speak. LOL. Love you. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oof. Oof. Rip. Anyway.
Oh.
So no, this game, we are not going to throw anything at you guys. Yeah. with some of the zombie stuff not being known to players and you guys having to figure it out, understand that we are not going to throw anything at you guys that is unfair, anything that is going to just blatantly ruin the game, because the goal here is obviously not to ruin. Zombies have zero incentive to succeed. They have zero incentive to cheat. The zombies who have been brought in, each zombie had to have an interview before we allowed them to play as a zombie. They are, the zombies need to be people that can be trusted to play a role that doesn't have clear cut.
This was even kept secret from me, and I was literally
even,
brought it, like, I was told about it, and I was given little to no information until I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And then Ross was like, are you sure? And I'm like, well, as long as work doesn't interfere, yeah, I'm down. And so then Ross finally told me, and I was like, all right, I got you, boo.
Yes. Yeah, no, the zombies are all in this. Each person
Mile High Max.
Sure, what's up?
Mile High Max, who the hell is that?
I don't know. Are you limiting the amount of squads on course at once? Sort of. So if it's 100 players, so that could we could end up with up to, I think, what is it, 25 squads? No, they'd be 4-man squads. So quick maths. 25.
Well, we're doing 5 to 8.
5 to 8. So if, let's say, every squad.
How many people? How many people on the field at one time?
That's all that we could potentially do, up to 100. So as far as limiting the number goes, there's no hard limited number. If things are all congested into one area, a squad may be held.
Okay, so what you're saying, that's going to be at the admin's discretion as far as we're not going to pack the field so tightly that people can't move.
Yes, because there's no fun in that if literally there's 1 million players out there and you can't really go anywhere, do anything, and there's no zombies to kill because they're all dead. It will be it'll kind of play as the game goes. It will be the role player's discretion who is in charge of allowing squads onto the field. Ideally, the way things will go down, squads will be able to as soon as a squad goes up, we'll be able to send them out, because I'm expecting players. Some players are going to sit in there.
will always be in a different area. HPA, as long as it is an HPA shotgun or an HPA tapped.
Yep.
Pistol that is following the 1.43 joule.
Yep.
Limit. And is semi-auto capable.
Yep.
As long as it follows all of those.
Or spring, or
semi-auto
or pump, action. So not full auto.
Yeah, no full auto in this, and you have to follow the joule limits. So if HPA is allowed. I don't know why people think that HPA wouldn't be allowed.
There's things you can do with it that like HPA tap drum mag, for example, would be breaking the rules, but it's. I know this question's gonna come up too. So Jag arms scattered.
We're getting another.
What do we got?
With this event open to everyone 10 plus. By the way, this is Flaming Stone. I need to start reading out. So Flaming Stone asks, I'm trying, guys. With this event open to everyone 10 plus, how are you going to control the younger players who may break rules because they are unaware or not paying attention?
Role players
Ready?
Are wonderful. Role players can guide.
You guys ready for this one?
That's an excellent question, though.
That is a phenomenal question, and one that slightly pisses me off.
You do you. All I'm going to say is role players. Role players can guide.
So, I'm going to tell you right now, we just ran with 3 kids this last weekend who make most adults not look like what they want. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
I just released a video that was squad versus squad survival is what it's called. We ran with 3 kids that are all within the 10 years old. I have 4 children myself. If you tell a younger kid, if you take them under your wing, now if you just yell at them and act like an a-hole, no, kids aren't going to listen to you. But if you take them under your wing and you actually show them what needs to be done, they will surprise you every time. And I say this as a dad. Now, trust me, my kids disappoint me a lot too, but that happens because they're children. They're learning. But I do not like the mentality that people go into going, well, they're kids. They don't know what to do. No, I've had adults not do what they're supposed to do in an airsoft game. And yet the last 3 or 4 times I've run with these younger kids, every single time they have listened better than every adult that I have played with the exception of a small few. Most adults get cocky and they go out and they do their own thing. Children are looking for somebody to hang out with that can keep them safe, that can show them the ropes. And if you know that as an adult, make it happen for them.
And remember,
so and we will have role players to guide that and help them through that. But if for some reason you think, oh, kids this and kids that, you don't have kids or you don't act right around them. So I need to throw that out there because I have been surprised on so many different occasions with young children that I can't accept that mentality anymore as a valid response. I just can't. And I'm sorry, Flaming Stone, I understand your concerns. I really do. But I do have to voice my concerns and my frustrations on that point because I've seen what children are capable of, and it's a hell of a lot more than we as adults think. And trust me, I get surprised a lot just with my own kids.
Terra, there is no magazine, rephrase. Number of magazines you can carry, no restriction. Magazine capacity,
being pistol shotties.
50 shots. Let me clarify what I mean by that. Pistol, 50 round magazine. You're running one of these, it fires 3 shots per, it obviously fires 3 BBs per shot, so 150 rounds in the, 150? Is that it?
Oh, Cameron B. That's the guy that we helped out at Chernobyl. Yeah. Big Red let him run his gun.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's in.
Sweet.
How are you guys doing tonight? What's going on, Cameron?
Anyway, basically you 50 trigger pulls and have to reload. So do the math. If you're running a shotgun and you have a, I'm sure someone's going to show up with a scatter gun with the M4 mag adapter. I'm not going to tell them they can't use it, but it better be a mid-cap mag, and you've got a maximum of 50 pumps per mag before you have to reload it. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep. Skylar Grimm says he agrees about the younger player thing as well. So
I'm with you. A lot of the younger players, we tend to jump to conclusions, and we shouldn't.
Well, I mean, look at what we did with our younger players. We were like, this is how we play. And the one younger player was like, guys, I've played here for years. And we're going, no. This isn't how this game is played. This is how we play. And if you're going to run with us, you're going to need to learn. And damn it, if those guys didn't do what they needed to do.
They were pretty awesome.
They were pretty awesome. Do you guys have any other questions pertaining to this event or tech work or anything like that? Let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to let it go for just a few more minutes, and we'll kill it.
So while we're waiting to see if there's any more questions, I'll leave it at this. So like I said, this event is meant to be a full experience. You're going to come out, and you're going to have a mix of scared out of your mind, I'm hoping, a mix of strategy, of problem solving, thinking, immersion, missions that are going to change how the field is laid out, or maybe even access to different areas of the field, completing certain missions in order to get into the rest of the field, for example.
Flaming Stone is Cesius. Oh, Cesius, what up? Sorry, I just saw that.
And then, of course, killing zombies. It's, like I said, what we're drawing for here is the most video game-like full dive experience that you can get in an airsoft game. I want to give you guys an experience that when you leave at the end of the night, you're going to go home and just be dreaming about doing it again next year. And it's just, in all of our testing we've done, I think we've got this set. We pretty much got this set as smooth as it can go. Obviously, we'll see how obviously, the final test will be actually playing the game.
Y'all are going to be guinea pigs. Just throwing it out there.
But no, that's what we're going for, is just to try to bring something that you can only get once a year, and something that something you're never going to get in an organic day game. Hopefully we can do things half as good as Battlehack does stuff, and it would be amazing. Anyway,
I don't see any more questions.
Keep an open mind at this event, guys. Be prepared for things to change that are going to throw you off and be like, whoa, this is different. But anyway, as I said, rest assured, none of the rules.
Mile High Max, all the younger guys and girls that play at our field are very respectful. King Size 52, I need to get my ticket ASAP. GoAirheads.com. Can players role play as their own characters or even characters from TV?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, guys, this is all you. This is we're not just human. You're human. So if your character is human, you're good to rock and roll.
Yes. That's my little brother, for the record, by the way, chiming in with the role-playing question. Yeah, guys, when I'm saying role players, when I'm referring to role players, I'm talking about specific event staff who have assigned roles that will be giving you missions, side quests, guidance in the field. So things of that nature. But I mean, absolutely, you can show up and you have your character, your backstory, what where you came from, why are you here, what is your reasoning for being part of this.
And I would even suggest if somebody goes, hey, dude, that was really good. What's your name? Give them your character name and then just roll into your backstory.
Right?
I want to see that. People are just like,
they call me Ulfric. Copyright infringement.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh, God. So, if you guys want to know more about this event, I would suggest that you show up.
Thank you, Ben. Oh,
at GoAirheads tomorrow, where we are going to be, because we're going to be there.
Something that came in the comments reminded me. Important dish. So, if you have to buy a gun for this, if you're someone who doesn't own a gun that qualifies for this, CO2 or Spring is what we're going to strongly encourage and recommend. As I said, even with the colder weather, so we have on Josh Stocks.
Fab Arms STF-12 Tri-Shot Shotgun. I love this thing. You can get it on evic.com for like $60. It's mostly polymer build. Or if you want to go with the CO2 variant, it's like $300. It's ridiculously expensive because they use mostly metal.
Max right there.
I love this thing.
Any of the Tri-Shot Spring shotguns, they're all pretty much the same. Oh. They all perform great. Especially for this game.
Some of them don't. This one here.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
I'm going to let you shoot this thing. You've never shot.
I have shot this before.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
When?
Last time we were outside shooting and messing around with Bloodhaven, you had it on the back porch, and we took some shots into the shed with it.
No, we didn't shoot this.
We definitely did.
We shot a lot of Bloodhaven.
We'll argue this later.
I'm going to put a shell in this thing.
This actually did remind me, though, another question. I actually got another question about this, not in the live stream, but it's prevalent and will probably come up. So, Tri-Shot Shotgun shoots 3 BBs. Does that count as 3 hits? Yes, in quotation marks. So
that's something that we as zombies are going to discuss because we need to make sure that we don't.
What it does, it counts as 3 hits if, as a human being, if as a zombie, if I get hit by a Tri-Shot Shotgun and I am able to register that I got hit with 3 BBs, I'm going to count that as 3 hits. Mm-hmm. Understand too, guys, 3 hits from 10 feet away, that may just feel like 1 hit.
Oh, this thing feels like 1 solid hit. Trust me, I know. Ask me how I know.
If the zombie is physically capable in their own means of distinguishing that it was multiple hits, then they'll count it as multiple hits. If you shoot a zombie with a Tri-Shot and you think they're not calling it, understand they may not realize they got hit by 3, especially with the chaos and that's going to be going on. Put yourself in the shoes of what's going on. You're being attacked by a zombie and you're freaking out.
Swords and melee weapons like knives, axes, and stuff.
We're discussing some rules on it, but as of right now, no.
Can I put by the way, that was Flaming Stone or CZS Airsoft. His account's locked right now. Can I put a red filter on my flashlight and be okay?
You can put a red filter on it, but again, it cannot be used for combat uses. The issue with the flashlights, guys, is the physical light in the eyes of the zombie. It literally, you guys ever want to try this at home? Go grab your tack light and have your friend out in the dark just beam your flashlight in their face and have them try to tag you. Betcha they can't.
Yeah.
Or it's going to take them a lot, especially if you're dodging them as they're trying to tag you. It's really freaking hard. Like we multiple times we tried it. I think we got I think it worked out the math was like 5% success rate for the zombie to tag a person with a flashlight in their face. It's just not happening.
That's ridiculous.
So anyway.
All right.
That's why this. Oh, and there will be a lot. I completely forgot to mention this. There will be quite a bit of additional ambient lighting added to the field for this game. So this game is not, it's not going to be like the normal night games where it's pretty much black. We're adding a lot of additional lighting inside of buildings and floodlighting around the field to make it bright enough that you guys can see and play without a flashlight. It's not going to be a stadium. We're not going to light it up like this room because that would just kill the whole vibe. But you guys will be able to safely navigate the field without any kind of personal lighting. We're still going to allow you to carry flashlights if you need them, but you can't use them for combat use, and you won't need a flashlight to participate. So night vision might actually be somewhat useless too, depending on how much lighting we have.
So when zombies die,
yes,
can we drop grenades?
Absolutely not.
No, because some games have the exploding zombies, and when the exploding zombies die.
No. No, you cannot.
Oh, that was surprised the hell out of somebody.
It would be hilarious, but no. You can drop an intel card.
Be like, oh, hey, by
I
the
may
way,
have
guys,
to revoke Royce's zombie privileges. He's starting to concern me over here.
If you guys have any other questions for us, we will be out at GoAirheads Airsoft Field tomorrow for most of the day. I might have to come home because I might have to start smoking some pork ribs. But outside of that, guys, if you want any work done to your replicas, you need to go down in the link in the description. I have a link to RDD Airsoft Works Facebook page. If you guys have any event coming up, I have Homefront coming up, not obviously tomorrow, but the week after. And RDD Airsoft Works will be working on another one of my replicas. This will be replica number 3 that I've sent to him because of how good his work is. Go in the link in the description below. Find him. Also, if you guys need BBs, find Big Red Airsoft as well. I shout those guys out all the time. Click on the links in the description below. It's going to take you to all the people that I trust. And Ross, do you have any final words to say?
The last thing I'll say, guys, is I will be posting, if I can get it, if I get a chance, I'll do it tonight. Otherwise, I will do it tomorrow. But on all the social media pages this event has been advertised on, I will post a much more abbreviated script of this, what this video was, without all of the getting off topic and stuff. Just straight up what you guys are doing, things to know about the zombies. The rules obviously are posted on the website and in all the event pages, but just much more dumbed down. So if somebody doesn't have to try to watch our cancer, because my God, we have attention spans of gerbils, my dude.
Generally, yes.
I feel like this was hard to watch.
Well, I don't know why anybody watches my channel, but I'm glad that people do.
Anyway,
so
I will either post a much more abbreviated script of this or a 5-minute video just hammering off the important points. For you guys to show friends and stuff. And
if you guys want to know, my Facebook page is linked down in the description below of all of my videos. You can always message me on Facebook, and I do my best to respond to people in a timely fashion as quickly as I possibly can. So,
Flaming Stone, just to clarify there, it's 50 shots, not 50 BBs. So like a tri-shot, it's per magazine or per shell, you have a total of 50 trigger pulls. Because a tri-shot shoots 3, so it's 150 BBs in the magazine. With a tri-shot, it's still 50 shots total coming out of the gun per magazine. Pistols, you're limited to 50 rounds. Single action stuff, you're limited to 50 rounds. Just to keep things simple, Jagger scatter guns that do have the 6-round capability.
I should convince Albany to let me buy that break action double barrel.
Right,
dude. There's one. It's a little pricey.
And if you have questions about a specific gun or weapon, ask. Reach out to myself or Josh.
What's the pricing for this event?
It is right now. It is $50. I don't know what it ultimately goes up to, but it does increase over. It does increase over time. Pricing is all set by GoAirheads. That is entirely their prerogative. So I don't actually know what the pricing tiers are or when.
So it's $50 right now. So Cameron B or Shotgun Guy. You can, if you want to make it to this event and play the event, it's going to be $50 as of right now. Or Cameron, message me on Facebook, and if you want to be a part of the zombies, you specifically, because I know what you look like, I know who you are. So does Ross.
Which one is this? Which person?
This is Cameron from Chernobyl.
Cameron, okay. Oh, yes. You were talking about this.
Red.
Yeah.
So
you need to talk to me directly.
Talk to him, but get in touch with me, Runner Airsoft on Facebook. I'll get you in touch with this guy. If you at least want to be at the event as a zombie, we might be able to work something out. So don't feel like you can't make it. Just come talk with us. Yep. And there's a good chance that as long as you can make it to the event, we'll be able to get you in some way, somehow. So Cameron, let me know. And guys, with all that being said, my name is Royce. I have been your runner this evening. This is Ross. He is RDD Airsoft Works. Links down in the description below. And if you guys have any more questions for us, come out and see us tomorrow at GoAirheads Airsoft Field, which is going to be September 28th of 2019. Or message us on Facebook in the links down in the description. And as soon as I can find the button, we will see you guys all next time.
See you on the field tomorrow, guys, and hope to see you all at the event on the 25th. Thank you for having us.
Cool deal. See you guys later.